Oh my God, man, am I still a wreck? Oof. Oh, excuse me, folks. Let me open up my door, get some fresh air in here, too. Oh, yeah, that's what the doctor ordered right there. Oh my God, it's like a hot box in here. Oh, just bear with me here for a minute, ladies and germs. Oh my God. Oy, oy, oy. I am well post poo-poo faced. I don't know if you can tell. Oh my God, today was a day for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. Today was a day I needed for a long time. I needed to unplug and stretch out. Oh my goodness. Oy, oy, oy. There, I'm sorry, folks. Give me one moment. Oh no, wait a minute. I didn't put a thumbnail in this? Give me 1 second. I don't know if I can change this now. Oh, great. I guess I can't put a thumbnail in there now that I started this live stream. I'm not starting it over again. I'm going to have to put a thumbnail later on. Oops. But I did. Oh, bear with me here, folks. I'm going to need 1 or 2 of these. Oh, jeez. Man, my brain is melted. I had a really fun day today, and I needed a day like today, folks. Oh my goodness. Usually I'm mopey and miserable. And let me see: effects picker, stickers, hide live video, retouch, flip, mute, effects picker. I'll do this. I'll add a thumbnail later on. It's not that important. I'm not going to bother. Let me just share this where I need to share it. I'll be right back, folks. Well, let me try this here. Let me see. Well, let's share this first. There we go. Okay. Well, what's going on, everybody? I am your host, the Carolina Collector, and I am well hungover. It's only 20 minutes after 11 o'clock Eastern time here in the free state of North Carolina, and man, did I have a hell of a day. Oh my goodness. If you watch the YouTube short that I made today, I did that Pocky challenge, the one chip challenge, and man, I don't recommend anybody doing it. But you know, with everything that has gone on, you know, in the past couple of weeks, it was nice to finally just stretch out and blow off some steam. I really got to thank my friend Patty there, who let me hang out with her today. Bought a couple cases of beer and just shot the shit. You know, the kids are running around outside. One of my other neighbors stopped by for a little bit, but man, I feel deflated, like in a good way. You know what I mean? You know, when you have so much stuff going on and you just feel like overwhelmed and all you need to do is just kind of like spread your wings and fly. That's how it was. By the way, congratulations to Bayern Munich for a 3-2 victory in Der Klassiker against Borussia Dortmund. So that was good. I watched all of the first half and some of the second half. So by the time I got up and walked out to go to her place, it was 2-1, and then I checked my phone before I know it, it was 3-2. But I did watch the highlights, man. Bayern kicked some ass, so that means they're still at the top of the table, so that's cool. But just altogether, man, what a great Saturday this was. This was a Saturday for the record books. So just a shameless e-bag here. Quick, folks, if you're new to the channel, smash that like button. Always hit that thumbs up. I do live stream regularly to talk about random stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit to receive notifications. Also, check out my eBay store. The link is in the description box below. Actually, I had 2 sales earlier today, and I should pull a third card that I sold while I was plastered to my bed. What is that? Buy fart coin? As my dad would put it. Let's see, this was a George Bush card. So this should be easy to find. But yeah, today was the day for the record books, folks. I know my last few live streams have really been dour and miserable, but yeah, what a great day we had today. I had so much fun. I needed a day like today, let me tell you. Today was just one of those days where, man, you just need to sit back, relax, go where the tide takes you. And it couldn't have been any better, folks. Couldn't have been any better. You know, because the last few weeks have just been, you know, fucking miserable. There's no other way to put it, man. You know, with that girl cheating on me, of course, you know, that was a little hard to swallow when it happened. But today, right out of the gate, things just could not be better. Things cannot be better. I got the rent paid today. I vacuumed my apartment one more time, so now maybe tomorrow I'll steam clean this carpet because I haven't steam cleaned my carpet since Christmas time. This place needs one good steaming. Got some other bills paid, but after today I really got to clamp down a little bit because it's I really have to grind. Because I got a lot of big bills that need to be paid. Plus, I have tax forms for the business I have to fill out. I got to, you know, for my baseball cards here. I got renter's insurance I have to pay. This is going to be a crunch, a grind. Tomorrow, I will probably start listing some more baseball cards over at my eBay store because the clock does reset since tomorrow is March. I may not list that much stuff because I do have over 600 items for sale over at my eBay store. And I would like to see if those items will clear out. Some of my lower end cards have started to move, which is good. Actually, one of the cards that's sold is a George Bush insert from Flagship Paper. If I can find it. I thought it was in my paper stack. I guess not. But anyway, yeah, it was just an all-around good day. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. But it was nice enough to sit outside. You know, all of us, the kids, are running around and playing, which was cool. It was just a very good day. It's one of those days that you just really appreciate. So, but man, we drank up a storm. Whatever beer I had, I put in my backpack and waltzed on over there. And we finished that, and I'm like, the hell with this. I'm going to go take some money out, you know, and bought 2 more cases of beer. And then, you know, she brought out some snacks, what have you, because we were starting to get a little topsy-turvy. And I really don't eat spicy food of any kind. But she had these really good pork rinds that had like red pepper. And I don't do pepper that much, but you know how it is when, you know, at the spur of the moment, you're just like, whatever. And I start chowing down on this stuff. And oh my God, my face was just starting to blow up. And there it is. That's the George Bush card that I sold. Good old Governor Bush. I call him, even though I'm a registered Republican, he always will be Governor Bush. Governor Bush. Weapons of mass destruction. Terrorists. By the way, God bless Donald Trump for going after that radical Islamic terrorist in Iran. The people over there will finally get a taste of what it is to be free and not have to worry about being shot behind the head by religious fanaticists. That maybe they'll finally have a chance at freedom to decide their own fate instead of fate being decided for them by people that misinterpret the Quran. But anyway, besides all that political shit, cheers, everyone. Oh, man, did I need that? I needed that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what kind of crazy logic came over me, because I kept telling her I can't eat spicy food. My mouth was on fire as it was. My eyes were watering. And then I remember in the deepest, darkest part of my cranium, with that gelatinous organ in my brain called the brain. And bear with me here, I'm still hungover, so I'm like, whatever. I was like, you know what? I got something at home, and I don't know what made me grab it out of my stash of inappropriate items, which one day I might do here on the channel. Like I reviewed the Adidas numbers that look like the SS from Nazi Germany that they screwed up with, that they made them look like an SS if you turn them a certain way. But I've got inappropriate stuff that was banned, like a bottle of Aunt Jemima syrup and Land O'Lakes boxes and a coffee mug with the Indian on it. As a matter of fact, because I'm feeling a bit goofy tonight, I should drink out of that thing if I still have them. I don't know if I do. Yes, I do. Here we go. Okay. I got a couple of these, as a matter of fact. I should drink this on camera to piss people off. I got some Land O'Lakes mugs, as a matter of fact, right here with the Indian on them. But I actually have empty containers and boxes with that image right there, which is kind of funny. So here's to Land O'Lakes. So, like, it's kind of like when Mr. Potato Head, they were trying to cut off his little tater tot and turn him into a girl or something like that. Many moons ago, there was a big controversy with Mr. Potato Head, so I have one in my inappropriate collection of things that they were trying to ban. And there it is. There's the Pocky Challenge. Actually, a couple of people died from that thing, as a matter of fact. Some people did it as a joke, and some people did it as a prank. But there were a couple people that did it, especially, younger people. Let me tell you, it's as hot as you would think. When you look at it, it looks bad. The chip itself is as dark as this coaster right here. It's fucking awful. And all I did was chew a dime-size, nickel-size amount of this Pocky chip. And within seconds, I was just, my eyes started watering, my mouth was on fire, I couldn't think. And it was like that for a half hour, and she's starting to panic, like, oh my God, and starts laughing because I couldn't think. And then all of a sudden, I didn't feel that heat. I drank a couple glasses of milk that she gave me, and it felt like I was hallucinating. Like I felt like I was on a bad acid trip, because the grass got even greener. Reds were like neon. It was so fucked up. It was playing games with my brain. And she's like, I gotta go home. That's enough. I'm like, yeah, me too, man. And I'm looking around. I'm looking in the trees and the birds. It was like being on an acid trip. That's how strong that fucking Pocky chip was. My God. I don't recommend anybody ever doing that. If you can't handle heat, which I know I can't, let me tell you, it's as bad as you may think. God. I came home here. I had something to eat. I shoveled down some food, drank a couple of them small bottles of the sugar-free Gatorade, and went right to sleep. Went right into my bed, and I just woke up maybe like a half hour before I started this live stream. So thank you, everybody, for participating. Today was a day for the record books. I needed a day like today to just unwind and have fun and enjoy myself. Big shout out to my friend Patty for keeping me company today. Let me hang out with her. She's a lot of fun. So, but I needed that. I needed a break, man. After everything that's happening, like with that fucking whore that cheated on me, and everything else that's gone on, man, it's nice to just have a day where I can, turn myself into a wet noodle, So how was my daily poop? Actually, I haven't found out the aftermath of what that Pocky chip can do to your poop chute. We'll find out during the night, I guess, if I get up and I run to the bathroom. So far, I haven't had the urge. You know, when you get the little poopy pee pee dance, I haven't got that yet. So we'll find out in a little bit. That's already the second one. That's not good. Oh my God, man, am I well hungover? What a great time. Well, you know what started it off, which I normally don't do because of my blood sugar. I drank a couple of those White Claws, the black cherry. Those things are delicious, man. She didn't like them. I love them things. I don't like sweet stuff. I like tart stuff. I like stuff that makes your lips smack, like, you know, that sort of thing. So I had a couple of them tall boys that I had left over as far as the White Claws were concerned. And then we had a bunch of Miller Lights. I highly recommend if you're going to hang out someplace to get the bottles with the screw tops, because if you can't drink no more or anything like that, or if you want to go home and you don't want to waste beer, them screw tops really keep the beer nice and fresh, which is awesome. So, but yeah, what a lot of fun. What fun we had today. My God, it was just that one chip challenge thing. It was fucking lousy. It was lousy. I still have one left. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to do it though. I'm not going to do it, but I got one left somewhere. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. This thing scares me just looking at it. As Pat the NES Punk would say, it's still sealed. There it is. That's one of the two one-chip challenges that I did today. I will never fuck with that thing ever again, man. I mean, if you have a bad, like if you have an enemy of yours or something like that and you want to make them sick, that's how you do it. I'm not telling anybody to do anything, YouTube. I'm just saying. But it's as bad as you think. That thing is as bad as you think. And I think these got banned. I don't know if you can even get these anymore. But when they banned them, I bought two of them around that time just to hold on to because I thought it was like bullshit. I really thought it was fake. No, let me tell you, the chip is about the size of a Dorito. It's about this big. It's like 3 or 4 inches across. And it's as black as this. It looks as nasty as it sounds. It's as black as this coaster. And one little bite, and I'm telling you, the bite that I took had to be no bigger than the pull tab on this can. Just that one chunk was enough to just obliterate my face and my mouth. It's that bad. I don't recommend anybody messing with this unless you can do spicy food and you're willing to have your stomach turn and you want to have a good laugh at somebody else's expense. Yeah, don't fuck with this thing, man. It's as bad as you think. Oh, ew. So yeah, we'll find out what happens. Thank God I got boxes and boxes of sanitary wipes in my bathroom. I'm not a fan of toilet paper personally because I like to keep myself clean. I'm a little spoiled that way. I'm sorry. I believe in personal hygiene, so it may take a box of wipes. We'll find out, won't we? You gotta laugh at this shit. Gotta laugh at this shit. Oh man, what's going on, everybody? By the way, in the chat, and thanks for the jokes and all that stuff. Yeah, today was definitely a day for the ages. But anyway, shameless e-bag again. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Hit the bell to receive notifications. Check out my eBay store. The link is in the description box below. Thank you to my eBay customers. I do have 3 orders I have to process, by the way. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Again, kudos to my guys Bayern Munich and their Klassiker for beating Borussia Dortmund today 3-2. Harry Kane just can't be stopped. Oh my God, I'm probably going to need another one of them Red Bulls. I shouldn't be drinking more than one. I shouldn't be drinking these at this time at all, but I know I'm going to be up all night. I can tell you now. There's no way I'm going to sleep. I must have slept for about a good 6 hours after hanging out with her today. And she's a riot. She's so good and so nice and so much fun. Those are the kind of people I love being around. Not people that make you feel fucking miserable and depressed. And that's all I've been surrounded by lately. You know, and the content on the channel here reflects that. You know, I still want to review this jersey. I still want to review the other Bayern Munich jersey. And there's a lot of stuff. I got Transformers toys coming. I finally got the Enterprise G from Fan Home. As you all know, I'm a Star Trek collector, right? And I got 2 shelves of Star Trek starships here that I selectively chose. But I finally got the Fan Home Enterprise G, the XL. But you don't have to tell all your secrets, but where do you get your cards to put for sale? There's no secret behind that. It's just luck of the draw. I do have a business account with Best Buy, so if I want to buy hanger boxes or if I want to buy blaster boxes, they never have hobby boxes. At least I haven't seen them. But I do have an account with Best Buy. I have an account with Barnes and Noble, but they always have wax. So that's definitely on 51. That sounds like it's on the highway. Let me see here. What's this? Can you fix my PC? My cat broke, so I'm on my phone. I don't know how I can do that, but here's the wishful thinking. But yeah, I mean, in my area, it's really not that hard to buy wax. You know, if I go out into Ballantyne or if I go into Matthews County, the Super Walmart out there almost always has wax. The Target out here in Ballantyne almost always has wax. The mall where I live at Carolina Place Mall, they always have wax over at Lids. That Bayern Munich top, yeah, man, I'm a huge Bayern Munich fan. Alf gets FC Bayern, by the way. Yeah, they kicked some ass today against Borussia Dortmund. I got to watch the first half, and I watched a little bit of the second half when it was 2-1 when Kane scored that penalty kick. And then just to catch you all up, I was hanging out with one of my friends, really good friends and neighbors today. And foolish me, just to catch you up, did this, the Pocky Challenge, the 1-chip challenge. Not the whole damn thing, but I did take a piece. I also need to fix my VR because sometimes black throat comfy, sometimes... okay. Okay. Little extreme, but whatever floats your boat. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, there's wax everywhere. It's just, it's too pricey. And right now, until I clear out enough wax that I have, I'm not going to buy any more wax until I know I've whittled down what I'm selling, because I'm going to need to eventually restock. When I bought all that wax in 2024, I'm getting distractions everywhere today. What's this one now? No. So you live in South Carolina. What's going on? My neighbor, my southern neighbor across the border. Any good updates on the Bonds card? That saga's been crazy. So I haven't got any lowballs because I put it in the listing that if you lowball me, I am going to block you from even looking at the card. I mean, you won't be able to participate in any auctions or anything, but the pieces of paper that I had with the statistics and the price range of what I'm looking for that card is in the listing. If you go to my eBay store, the link is in every description box of every video in short. It'll take you right to the eBay store. You'll see it there as $1,000 or best offer. I'm looking for around $800 to $850 for the card. I think that's reasonable for that card. But I did get another comment here on YouTube, on one of my YouTube shorts concerning that card, that people are only going to pay $300 or $400. You're not getting it for that price. I've gone over this already, and that's that. So, but anyway, to my South Carolina neighbor, I'm not that far from Miller's Flea Market. I'm actually on the border of TGK. So if I were to hop in my car and go down Highway 51, Carowinds is right there, right where I live. So I'm not that far away from South Carolina. I've been to Columbia a couple times. I've been to TGK. You know, I actually rather like South Carolina because it's a little bit more subdued than Charlotte is here. It all depends on where you go. But I've been to Columbia. You know, I've been into TGK and some other places. But again, cheers, everybody. Oh man, I'm gonna need another one of those. But yeah, what a hell of a day, folks. What a hell of a day. Oh my God, I needed today. You know, I really needed a day like today. But I can't stress enough. If you ever find these, don't fuck with these. These are as bad as you may think. You know what you see on YouTube and stuff, where people messing with this stuff. It's that bad. It's probably worse. And imagine, I didn't even eat a whole chip. I just had one little chunk. It had to be about that big. I just went like, I blindly chewed one chunk off a corner of the thing, and that was it. It was over. TKO, done, finished. So, yikes. But what a good time. Yeah, like I said, I came home. I bought myself a whole bunch of those rice snacks that I like. I had a bag of them, and then I had a little something to eat. And she sent me home with cheese doodles, which I normally don't eat. So I really don't like junk food, but I bought bags of these just to have on standby in case I feel like having a snack. And they're a lot healthier for you than your regular potato chips or junk food. I tried these for the first time. The Quaker, the chocolate crisps, the rice crisps. They're actually really, really good. I mean, if you're not used to eating health food, you're probably going to be like, meh, it doesn't really taste like anything. It does taste like cardboard. So these are actually pretty good, the cheddar ones. I love these things. But, you know, obviously I'm eating a lot healthier. You know, I'm trying to eat stuff that doesn't have a lot of sugar or be sugar-free or anything like that. This doesn't really have sugar in it. Total sugars less than 1 gram, including 0 grams added sugars. So, I mean, they're very salty, which is okay, especially if you're drinking. So these are really good, you know, if you're going on a bender or a top-up. But, yeah, these don't, they say chocolate doesn't taste like chocolate. But if you're a health person like me, I mean, you know, you kind of have to just close your eyes and wing it. But these are really good, though. They're really healthy. So I had a bag of them and a plate of food that I made, and right to bed. Plastered my face right in the pillow. And just woke up with a rather mean headache. You know what I mean? But I needed it, man. Did I need to stretch my wings out? And St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. Obviously, I am not Irish. I'm German in my roots. But, you know, the whole patio right now is lit up green. As a matter of fact, we'll go take a quick walk out there. I'll show you what the patio looks like. I didn't go too crazy like I did for Christmas and Valentine's, you know, because I'm not really Irish. But simple enough, right? Kind of looks like a bar out here, which it's not, and I would never allow it to be. But there you go. All of that for St. Patrick's Day. So, and then I went over to Dollar General to get some stuff today. I did get more boxes and some more supplies for my business, because there's going to be some stuff I'm going to be selling starting tomorrow, I think. If I can fit them in these boxes. If not, I'm going to have to go all the way out to the Super Walmart and over at the Arboretum there and get big boxes, because I got a bunch of He-Man figures I did buy a couple of years ago, but because I got the cartoon collection sitting there and I still have review units I have to open up, I have the retro play version of those action figures, and they're just not doing anything for me because I got the cartoon collection, and I still have stuff to open up and review on the channel, but I'm most likely going to sell those probably at retail. And I've done some homework on them. You got people trying to flip them for like $20 or $30, and that's not what they cost, at least as far as retail is concerned. So I may list them at auction. We'll see what happens. And I think I got 2 of them right there. I got Evil Lynn and Beastman sitting there on my couch, as a matter of fact. So when I get around to it, I'll probably list those on eBay. But tomorrow the clock starts all over again for my eBay listings, as far as me not getting charged 35 cents per listing. But again, thank you to my eBay customers who have really, really, again, come out in force. I mean, if it wasn't for you folks, I wouldn't have bought groceries. I put some of that money. I'll tell you where man, eBay's going crazy tonight, huh? Let me see here. Oh, all right. That's a watched item. Anyway, losing track here. So thanks to all of you. I got the rent paid today. I got my car insurance paid today. I got one of 2 insurance policies paid today. I shopped for groceries twice. I like to go out and shop for groceries little by little, just for the fact, by virtue of keeping me busy. You know, I don't like to buy everything all at once. I'd rather buy out of necessity than have things sit around. But, you know, I bought like the core of my groceries yesterday, and then I bought more stuff earlier today before I went to go hang out and watch Bayern Munich. So that's done. So I'm set for a while. I bought 3 cases of the sugar-free Red Bull that are sitting in my bedroom there by my little refrigerator. I got plenty of bread and snacks and pastas, and there's enough food to last me for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm good with that for a while. I don't have to stress out with food. Definitely ran the new vacuum cleaner on the carpet a couple times, and man, that thing really is just, I have to say, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because my old vacuum before the pothead fucking broke my vacuum, that thing was starting to show its age anyway. So I guess it was kind of fated for me to buy a new one anyway. And I took the money out of my eBay sales, and sure enough, that thing showed up yesterday, man. And that thing cleans. It cleans better than my old vacuum cleaner, I have to say. For a very light vacuum, it's a Bissell. It's very strong. And I could see it in the carpet. It softened up the carpet quite a bit. You know, with this type of really fluffy carpet, if you constantly step on it and compress it, it gets stiff. And the new bristles on the wheel really, really whipped up the fibers on the carpet. But once I steam clean it with the steam cleaner, which it does need a good cleaning, especially here by the front door, it'll really, really wake this apartment up, man. But yeah, I'll probably start listing some more baseball cards over at my eBay store tomorrow. But I'm not going to go too crazy, because I really need to start moving some inventory. I ordered for 100 more envelopes for my business, and then eventually I'm going to have to start buying wax again to restock. I mean, I've still got boxes of cards, but a lot of it is Bowman Chrome base. I do have a lot of X-Fractors and Ray Waves from Topps Chrome. But if I'm able to get wax on the cheap out there, I might pick some up. We'll see. I'll probably think about doing that after I file my taxes, because that's the big one coming up. I got to pay for the annual report for the business. That's a requirement. And there's one other piece of paper I have to fill out for my business tax-wise. And then I got to start crunching the numbers, because all my tax forms are here now. I got an account with H&R Block. I'll get that done because I've been using them for many years. It's very easy to file your own taxes on their website. But I might do the amended tax thing like I did last year. I mean, it does cost you like an extra $200, whatever it is, but it's just easier to let somebody fuck with that, because then they can do an itemized return for you. And I'm still a little inexperienced with that, because my base income, my 2 other sources of income that I get, because I am on a fixed income, it's just easy to plug in the numbers based on your 1099s. So you just plug in the numbers, boop, 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 and it's finished. But the business taxes are a little bit more complicated, and if Trump, is true to his word, this should be a really, really good tax return this year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, now it's crunch time up until April, and I turn 49 in April. I can't believe it's March already. Once that clock strikes midnight, it's March 1st. Holy shit, folks. The time is going like this, man. Jesus, time flying by. Oh my goodness. But, again, I know I feel so relaxed. I feel so I needed today, man. I needed today. If you didn't see me do the Pocky challenge, I wish I would have did it, Johnny on the spot, and live streamed it. You guys would have laughed. But you did catch the end of it in that YouTube short that I uploaded earlier today when I was still over there. It was that fucking bad. But what a great day. What a great day. What a good time. I needed today. I needed to stretch out and have a good time. See, you don't need to go to bars and restaurants and all that dumb shit to have a good time. You make your fun. And I forgot what that was like to make my own fun. And she's a riot too. She's one of the most nicest, most funny, most awesome people that I know around here, which is cool. So, very happy that we hung out today. I bought her granddaughter a box of chalk, because now springtime's coming around. Walmart started stocking up on those big boxes of chalk. So Amazing how today turned you around the other day when you spilled the drink on the cards was sad. Yeah, it sucked because those cards were all upper deck checklist cards and team checklist cards that, especially the Ken Griffey 89 checklist card. Those are still going for like $100 to $200 each if you nail a PSA 10. But I still have another complete set of upper deck in my closet there. It is annoying. It's frustrating. Again, I pretty much was not really doing so good. I was going through a pretty bad bout of depression, because of all that stuff that happened on Valentine's Day, and it builds up after a while, and you kind of feel like you're trapped. But then out of nowhere, when you least expect it, you have a day like today that just like completely revitalizes you. That's what I mean. Don't take anything for granted, folks. Never take anything for granted. Make your own fun if you can, and that's what we did today. And I can tell my sinuses are still screwed up from coming out of my nose from that damn Pocky chip. But, yeah, I need that. I need that once in a while. We all need that once in a while because life can just be so stressful and so messed up. I hate feeling miserable. I hate feeling down. I'm one of those guys that wears my heart on my sleeve. It's very easy to tell when I'm not in a good mood, unfortunately. It shows. I'm used to, when I see the guys in their golf carts here, the maintenance guys passing by, hey, Walt, what's going on? I'm used to doing a little shimmy and dancing, but when I'm not in a good mood and it doesn't show like that, everybody knows, hey, man, you're all right. Everybody knows me how I am. So, is this, no, she's married with a husband and all that stuff. And she's a little older than me too, but that doesn't mean anything. The point is that, it's just sometimes you need to just close your eyes and have a good time and enjoy your day. It was a really, really nice day. It warmed up a little bit. It's supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow, and then the temperature is supposed to drop. And then from that point on, it's supposed to be 70s across the board. So, but that's what it is. It's all that pent up frustration of being indoors all day long because of a very cold winter. Usually January and February are the cold months here in North Carolina, at least in my neck of the woods. I can't speak for the mountains out west, but here in Charlotte, like we usually have about a month or two of straight cold, and the rest of the year, on average is like 60 to 70 degrees. In the summertime, it could be 80, 90 degrees. But I think it's just everybody's pent up and frustrated from being indoors. Nobody's used to being indoors around here. Same here. I'm used to being out on my patio. I'm used to sitting out in the grass there. I've got fold-up chairs. I bring some of this, or I bring some of my grown-up soda down there in my pink flask. Because I don't want to have like beer cans or beer bottles in front of the kids. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? So I tend to engage in subterfuge. I'll bring my little Bluetooth radio out there and just put my head back and relax. You listen to the water running down into the little stream that's here in front of my patio. Man, the eagles, the hawks, the crows, and the owls, they're out in full force. You hear them fuckers at 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'll be here, I'll have the TV off, I'll keep the door open, and all you hear is whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. And they're big. They're big fuckers. They got to be at least 3 feet tall when they land on the ground if they're trying to catch like rodents and stuff out in the grass. And they'll stand there, and you see like the owl's beak and the tongue going like that thing, and they go, and they just go, whoo, and they're scanning around, I guess, looking to where they're going to fly to next or looking for food. They are scary fucks, and they got them big ass claws that are like this, like the Crypt Keeper hand. So the animals are starting to come out in full force, and we're starting to get some flowers blooming down here now because sooner or later it's going to be time to put the clocks forward again, and we'll have brighter days. I cannot wait for the winter to come to a abrupt end. Ugh. So, but yeah, like I said, today is what the doctor ordered, man. I needed a day like today to just unwind and stretch out and get all that pent up frustration out. And like I said, she's a riot, man. God bless her. There are a few people that are here that are like that just want to have fun and let go. And, the kids are out there, we're always watching the kids if they're doing anything stupid. The one thing I don't like that the kids do around here is they go down by the water right there because this is a branch of McMullen Creek. I mean, thank God the water doesn't really run that bad here. It's mostly groundwater, so it's not like really filthy sewer water or anything like that. But you know, you do get rain runoff and all that kind of thing. But I personally don't like it when they go down there. But not for nothing. Hey, listen, at least the kids got a place to play. I never had a thing like that in New York. I grew up in a concrete jungle, so the closest thing that you had to water like that was the rainwater on the curb, on the street curb, with nothing but cigarette butts and bird shit. You know what I mean? So and plastic water bottles and those Greek coffee cups running down, going into the fucking sewer. So at least they got something natural to play in. You know what I mean? I just don't like when they go down there because there's like one of those giant perforated tunnels, one of those sewage tunnels that goes underneath the road over here that you can literally, even I can too, you can walk through. But I wouldn't want to see them kids explore down there because they may get stuck. But at least they're here and we can see them and they listen to the adults. You know, they're very good. These kids are not like, I mean, they're younger kids. So at least they listen to us when us adults tell them, don't go down there, don't do that. You know, they whipping the shit because we know their parents and their parents know us. So, you know, everybody keeps an eye on the kids around here, which is cool. As long as they're not riding around in the street, which they have a bad habit of doing sometimes. And I let them have it. You know, my friend Patty lets them have it. The parents over here let them have it. But they're good kids. They're good kids, which is cool. So, you know, they come and they ask us kid questions, you know, what's this? What's that? What is that? You know, we're trying not to cuss and swear or anything like that. You know what I mean? And trying not to, like, you know, drink beer cans out of, you know, or drink beer out of the cans. We try to hide it and stuff like that so that they don't see it and whatnot. But besides all that, what a great day, folks. What a great day. What an awesome day today was. So again, cheers, everybody. Oak Ridge Taxidermist. That's a hell of a name. What's going on, my friend? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Thank you for having a good time with me. Yeah, thank God there's no black cloud hanging over me like my live streams have been. You know, obviously, to those that are have been around for a while, you all know I've gone through a lot of crazy shit in the past couple weeks. Actually, the past 15, 16 months has been a bit of a challenge. And then a day like today shows up and comes along and breaks me out of this miserable cocoon I put myself in. And it's nice just to like stretch out and relax and get out and enjoy some fresh air, touch some grass and laugh. And man, but still, did I get souped up. And to everybody that's joining, this was the cause of the mayhem today. This is the last one I have, and I will never do it again. The Pocky One Chip Challenge to everybody that's new. By the way, shameless e-beg, quick. Let me do a quick plug here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. It always helps with the channel's algorithm and all that good YouTube stuff. Subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications, all that good stuff, and check out my eBay store, the Carolina Collector 001. You can actually follow me at my eBay store whenever I drop some new baseball cards or if I'm selling something. It really goes far to help to support the channel. My latest orders consist of a Riley Green red foil parallel right here from Stadium Club. One of my Bayern Munich jerseys sold. So this is from, I think, was this from last season? I think this was from last season or 2 seasons ago. I forgot. And I barely wore this thing. It's like brand new. So I sold that. And I did just print out the shipping label for this. That's a George Bush, Governor Bush insert. And I call him Governor Bush because that's what he is. Not going to get into politics. So thank you, everybody, for those recent sales right there. All of my eBay customers, a special thank you to all of you. You helped me buy that new vacuum. You folks helped me to pay my bills and grocery shop. It's not all about the glitz and glamour and all that kind of stuff. I'm very practical when it comes to, you know, the money that you folks pay me for my baseball cards and everything like that. Plus review units, which I kind of jumped the gun. You know, I'm still late to the party reviewing this jersey and the other Bayern Munich jersey that I bought, but I got it at discount from soccer.com, not sponsored, by the way. I do have a lifetime membership with them, so anytime I order soccer jerseys from them, I get $5 off or free shipping, or, you know, you buy one, you get one for this and that. So the membership, the lifetime membership is well worth it. But, you know, for those that are new to the channel, just quick quick, what's this channel about? Typically, it's about hobbies and hobby talk. Baseball cards, jerseys of any kind. I'm a New York Giants fan, Yankees, Mets fan, Bayern Munich fan, German national team fan. Talk about hats, talk about baseball cards, the sports card hobby, talk about issues in the hobby, Transformers, He-Man figures. I reviewed some retro Ghostbusters figures. I got the Fan Home Enterprise G at retail. You know how victorious I feel? It took me months and months and months and months of watching the Fan Home website to get my hands on an Enterprise G XL. And finally, they restocked, and I was able to get it. I didn't buy the membership because Eagle Mots, you used to have the subscription service where they would send you like 2 or 3 starships a month. I don't want that. I just want the damn ship. And they're being flipped on eBay for like $250 to $300. That's not happening. Fuck that. So finally, I was able to pull the trigger on that thing, and I had to pay the tariffs, unfortunately, because it is coming from overseas, the Enterprise G, which is kind of unfortunate. So I paid like 20 or 30. I got to look at the itinerary. It came out to like 100 and, well, the ship was $95 plus tax and the tariff that Trump unfortunately has imposed on Europe. So it came out to like over 100 and something dollars. It's like 110, 120. Excuse me, something like that. I got to look at the receipt that I got from PayPal. But at least I have the Enterprise G coming. So that's good. So I have something to review Star Trek wise. And I still have all that stuff I haven't reviewed yet. That's up there. But yeah, there's still stuff coming. It just, I've got to be in the mood to do a review of something. Like I did that video this morning about this new video that's going around. If you want to get into some sports card hobby talk, where this older fella was, selling cards at a convention or something like that. Some young guy with his phone, of course, trying to be smart and slick. And you see this all the time with people comping cards right on the spot during these conventions. Yeah, I get people don't want to pay a lot of money for stuff, but things cost what they cost. If you've been watching the recent drama here on the channel, where I've been talking about the Barry Bonds auto I've been trying to sell, I still got people trying to convince me to sell it for $300 to $400. And that's not happening, man. That card is valued between $800 to $900. That's where I'm sitting right now with that card, and I am not budging. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, so the kid is convincing him, and this old man, and good for the old man. I'm on the side of the seller with this one. Again, my eBay customers, if you know me, if you watch my cards or anything like that, if I see that there's enough interest with these cards, I'll throw out a 10% offer for anybody that's watching my cards on eBay. And then almost immediately, bang, 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 they start to sell. Because some of those cards, after you add the 10% offer to it, comes beneath comp, which is good. And you're spending a little less money with me. But at the same time, when you're selling high profile cards at that point, that price point with some of these cards he was trying to get, not for nothing, if this old man does not want to sell comps, well, that's his prerogative. And I made that argument today that it's my stuff. I'll sell my stuff or whatever I want. And if you don't like it, move along. You know what I mean? And some people just can't handle that because everybody wants something for nothing. Yeah, I want things at discount. I just said it. I paid for the lifetime membership through soccer.com to get my European jerseys for as cheap as I can get them because of the tariffs. So that little bit of money, that I can shave off the top, I'm spending. There's no such thing as saving money. You're spending less money. At least you're trying to spend as little money as possible. That's proper English and economics. You're trying not to spend your resources on items and product. And I made the argument for the seller that he has every right. At the end of the day, it's his stuff. It's his stuff. If he doesn't want to sell sports cards at comps, that's his prerogative. He can do that because it's his shit. But these sports card people are just fucking, oh my God, they're like little puppy dogs humping your leg. They get their red rocket right away when they see a sports card that they want, and they just don't get the point. And I had people attacking me on eBay. Oh, I'm ready to pay you $300 now. That's not how it works. It's my card, my stuff, and I will sell my stuff for what I want to sell it for. But then again, like I said, I have a regular customer base, and I do offer discounts to my customers. I do normally. So if I see a customer is interested and I get the notification that somebody's watching a card, I'll throw them a 10% offer. And then, I do have a lot of 20 and 30 and $40 cards up on my eBay stores page right now, as a matter of fact. And I got a feeling they're going to be sitting there for a while, because these people, they're going to sit there and sit there and sit there and watch it and watch it and watch it. And I bet you these are YouTubers. These are people that don't want to spend the money. That think they're going to get something for nothing. That's not how it works. I run a business. I have to make money also. And I talk about that all the time. What my eBay customers have done for me, you get the card that you want, I get your hard-earned money, and I make sure to fight to get you your stuff. And I buy all this stuff to review on the channel, and I use it. And sometimes if I don't use it, or if I have no use for stuff like that Bayern Munich jersey that I sold today, I'll sell it at severe discounts. Unless you're a dick, like what happened with that Daniel Jones jersey, that you think you're going to get something for nothing. That's not how it works. But I'm very reasonable when it comes to stuff. I'm not like your typical asshole eBay seller, because you can see my face. I'm here in the public. I talk about all these issues with the post office and blah, 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 but I'm very reasonable when it comes to a lot of stuff. But you're not getting over on me. Sorry, folks. But anyway, yeah, like I said, that older fella, he made it a point to that young man. I'm not selling at comps. I'm not interested at comps. These are the prices. I mean, from my point of view, it's a little extreme. I get that, the seller wants to make money. But, if you have the opportunity to share, just keep this in mind. Just like with credit cards, the value of things is pulled out of thin air. It's made up, folks. They're pieces of paper with photos of men on them. Let's not forget, like with this card, I raised the price. Why did you raise the price? Because that's what it's going for. You raised the price. You offered me $6. Now it's $12. That's because that's what it's going for. It's my card. I can raise my prices anytime I want. If you don't want to buy it, somebody else will. You know what I mean? But I also would offer a discount even if I did raise the price, because that's what I do. It's the business model I have, and it works. Almost every day I talk about stuff that I've sold over at my eBay store. It's just ridiculous. But with that being said, man, it's at the end of the day, it's my stuff that I will sell for whatever I damn please. And if people don't like it, that's just tough. Go somewhere else. Don't know what to tell you. But, I've had multiple people concur with the comp that I'm currently selling that Barry Bonds auto at, and I am not budging. It is what it is. I would like it to sell, but if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it in my PC. That's all. Do not covet thy neighbor's goods. If you can't afford something and you're not able to get it, I don't want to sound like a Ken Golden here, but, there are people that really want a lot of things, and unfortunately in life, you can't really get everything that you ask for. There are things that I want. I need a new car, but right now it's not in the cards. My car is a fucking jalopy. It's a tin can on wheels. It's ready to fall apart at the seams. I need a new car, but right now it's not meant for me to have. So why am I going to cry over spilt milk if I can't have a thing? But you got people that want these sports cards. Most of them, they're not collectors. They want to buy the card to flip the card. They want to get it. That's because of the Jeff Wilsons of the world that say, buy low, sell high. That type of shit, like it's the goddamn stock market. That's not how it works. I just realized that I got some more Yankees cards from my buddy in New York. I got to get these up to him sooner than later. I don't know if you're watching, you know who I'm talking to. If you are watching this live stream, my bad. I did see you called me and you've been trying to call me. I've been obviously occupied behind the scenes, but I do have some more Yankees baseball cards that I found in my PC that I'm going to send eventually. There's actually quite a few of them now, to be honest. But with that being said, yeah, everybody thinks they're going to get something for nothing, and that's not how the real world works. Like here, even today, I bought 100 more of these, the envelopes that I use. That money has to come from somewhere. It has to come from my eBay sales. I have to put the money forward. You have to spend money to make money. Somebody has to pay for these envelopes eventually, And people just don't understand that. Like I have more sympathy now and a greater understanding for anybody that works in retail or in restaurants and stuff like that. I get why business owners charge their customers what they charge and what it is to like have to go out and buy a roll of tape. It costs money. But there are people that are out there that don't get that sort of thing, unfortunately. So what else was on my mind? We talked about how today went, talked about some sports card stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I ordered the Enterprise G from Fan Home. I don't know when that's going to arrive. I did get the receipt from Fan Home, so it's in process right now. I did order more envelopes for my sports cards. I got those 3 sales right there. I did print out the shipping label for that Governor Bush. Even though was President Bush, he to me will always be Governor Bush. I think at the end of the month they're supposed to release Missing Link Ultra Magnus. I have an order in for that. I reserved my copy. I did get store credit for Studio Series Soundwave. I forgot that I ordered. It was TF Source I think I ordered it from, but I was able to get it from, I think, Big Bad Toy Store, and it shipped early, so I had to cancel that order. I ended up getting store credit from TF Source, so I got Skywarp on order, and I definitely want to order a Thundercracker. I really didn't want to buy into the new Seekers, the Studio Series Seekers, because I have the War for Cybertron Seekers. I did buy the 2-pack of Skywarp and Thundercracker many, many moons ago. And then I found Starscream out in the wild, but they just looked too good for me. I couldn't resist. I ended up getting the Skywarp. That's on reservation. And I'm going to have to see if I can find... I think Entertainment Earth still has Thundercracker. But again, like I said, I got store credit for this guy, so I was able to roll that over into getting me a Skywarp, or at least putting my reservation in for, when it's released. I did reserve... Shockwave, the new Shockwave that's coming out. I'm still waiting to see what happens with Studio Series Hot Rod, the magenta one from the movie. There's no movement on mine yet. I don't know how Prime vs. Prime gets his early. He has to have an inside connection somewhere, because he just reviewed it, like the new ugly Astro Train that everybody's poo-pooing on. I have no interest in getting that Astro Train, but how he got that Studio Series Hot Rod so early, I have no idea. He's got to have an inside connection with somebody. What else? But yeah, that Shockwave isn't coming out until like September. Missing Link Ultra Magnus is supposed to be released next month sometime, so I'm sure I'll get a notification for that. But it's like $200, man. $200. That's a lot for a Transformers toy, but again, it's coming from Japan. And then, of course, with the tariffs and everything like that, it's going to be expensive. Like the Missing Link RC, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, and the 2 primes that I got up there. Those are pricey in and of themselves, but yeah, $200 and something for a damn Ultra Magnus toy. That's a lot of money. This thing had better be worth it. Now they're coming out with a cartoon correct Grimlock, but I already have Studio Series Grimlock that I upgraded, which is sitting right there on that shelf. I got the upgrade kit with the clear chest, the teeth, all the gap fillers, so I don't know if I want to get that Grimlock. I just don't know, because that thing is awesome, man. That Grimlock right there is just absolutely awesome, especially when you upgrade it. Now I've got the new Tyrannosaurus hands that move and open and close, and that are much more posable, which is awesome. Yeah, if you get a Studio Series Grimlock of any kind, if you can get an upgrade kit for it, I highly recommend it. Like I said again, with the ones that I got with the gap fillers, it's got the panel fillers on the arms that you can close up, and I put the clear chest on there, which is more cartoon accurate. Why am I talking about it? Oops, I should just show it. I think I reviewed this thing on the channel. I don't remember. I got Lio Convoy sitting right here too. I love that Lio Convoy. There's only certain Transformers I want. I'm not a completionist. I'm not going to get him out of here. What's going to happen if I move anything? The whole shelf will come down on me. Come on, big boy. He is a big boy. Come on. He wants to take Silver Bolt and Black Arachnia with him. Now, I might have to get some joint cum as Jobby to Hong would say, because my copy's a little loose because this is a first release. But yeah, this Grimlock is just fucking awesome. This Grimlock is just amazing. See, I got the gap fillers there on the feet. You got the panels here for the arms so that the arms close up. Yeah, he's still very loose. Unfortunately, he should be clickety-clackety, but for whatever reason on my copy, the one arm isn't clickety-clackety. I don't know why. Either the pin has come loose, I really don't know, but it's supposed to go click, 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 click. But mine doesn't do that. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But anyway, with that being said, he is still, regardless of that, he's still awesome. I just don't understand why his arm doesn't clickety-clack on his right side here. And there's really no way to tighten it up. So, see, the clickety-clackety is right here up on top. See, when I notice things like this, it drives me up a wall. See, this is supposed to be down. But on my copy, unless I jam like a piece of plastic in there to make sure that this stays down so that his arm clicks and clacks. Because this is supposed to be a ratchet joint here, but it doesn't ratchet. So I'm not going to mess with it, because if I mess with it, it's going to break. But yeah, you can see how flippity-floppity this arm is and how clickety-clackety this arm is. But he's a great Grimlock. I mean, that head sculpt is cartoon accurate. He's got the posable arms now that I replaced on this guy. He takes up a lot of real estate. You know, the Grimlock head's got the teeth, the front teeth now. If I open up the mouth, you'll see on the bottom right there is the new set of teeth that I installed. This is just a great Grimlock. That's what I mean. I don't know if I want to get the missing link Grimlock. And now they're coming out with the cartoon Grimlock, the cartoon color correct Grimlock. I'm like, oh, you bastards. Yeah, you know? Like, you people just like, man, you really want our money, don't you? But I'm going to have to put it out there. If anybody knows how to fix this arm, why my copy doesn't clickety-clack like this one does, somebody out there probably has a solution. There's always a solution to problems. But unfortunately, like, you can't screw this arm, and I don't know why mine doesn't ratchet. But you can see here that there's a piece of plastic there that helps sustain the ratchet, but for whatever reason on my copy, the arm doesn't ratchet. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Unless I find like a gray piece of plastic to jam in there to push this post down. But I know me, if I start messing with this, I know how my luck is. It probably just wore down. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to mess with him. Regardless, and despite that, he's still a good Grimlock. That's all. Anyway. Right, Grimlock is a big Dinobot. Awesome Dinobot. Really, really good Dinobot. And he's the only Dinobot I bought from the set. But again, I'd still like to know why this doesn't ratchet like it's supposed to. Yeah, there's a piece of plastic. I could see right through it. Yeah, there was a piece of plastic that's supposed to be attached to, I can actually see, I don't know if you can see it on camera. See how the light shines through behind the joint over here? There's a piece of plastic that's supposed to be coming down off of this little flat piece that's right there. You could see here's the grooved elbow joint, and there's a piece of plastic, and there's supposed to be like a little notch there. That's not present here. So it must have snapped off sometime when I was messing around with this, unfortunately. So that's all right. So that explains it. So that means I would have to remove the arm and pull the pin out and all that kind of stuff. And I really don't feel like doing that because I might break this. I know my luck. I have that weird luck. If I start messing with stuff, most likely it's either going to get destroyed or break. May I remind everybody of how I destroyed those cards the other night that were on my desk because I wasn't doing all that great. But regardless and despite that, this is still a great Grimlock. You know, I mean, again, I'm not here playing with the thing. He's more a static statue. He's a Rubik's Cube. But the gap fillers really make this guy stand out. The clear chest really makes it stand out. I don't know why they put that black piece of plastic on there. That's stupid. This is how it's supposed to be in the cartoon. Now I opted out of putting the yellow neck in. I do have those parts where I can swap out the yellow for the gold, but I kind of like the gold a lot better. It's just personal preference. But he is a big boy, but he's a good boy. See, but now that I saw that, it bothers me. I mean, of course, if you're going to stick his arm out like that, it doesn't really matter. It's just a little one of those annoyances, even if you pose him like that. But you know, if you want to put him in a dynamic pose, unfortunately, it's either this or this. That's kind of a shame that that's broke like that. Oh well, things happen with these toys. They are plastic after all, and plastic does break over time. And by the way, some of you young Transformers fans don't seem to realize that plastic does have a shelf life. It does have a half-life. Plastic doesn't last forever. That's why a lot of plastics... Oops, I knew it. Oh, there they go. That's why I don't touch my shelf. Avalanche. Once one goes, they all go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. My wheelie's leg came off. Okay. Because I had Lio Convoy standing here. I got Beast Wars, or War for Cybertron Silverbolt with his arm around Black Arachnia because that's how it's supposed to be. And then I got my fan-made wheelie to replace the wheelie that came with Grimlock. Oh man, this thing is really like all over the place. You know what it is? I can't see. This wheelie sucks. I forgot which upgrade kit. I think it came because that Grimlock has 2 upgrade kits built into it. And it came with this wheelie, which I understand that they released a wheelie again recently. But this is an upgrade kit. I should really get rid of that Autobot symbol. That thing is ugly as fuck. Oh man, is that thing ugly. And I put that on there too, but now I'm looking at them. I did swap the head for the original wheelie that Grimlock came with. But yeah, that's an upgraded wheelie that came with one of the 2 upgrade kits I used on Grimlock. Let me get some stickers for that because that's gross. Let me use the bathroom, folks. I'll be right back. Get some rubbing alcohol. I got the tweezers right there. I'm going to grab me another Red Bull and some more ice, and then we'll get this party started. Change out that sticker on Wheelie's chest. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off the stickering we go. Don't whistle, don't whistle, don't whistle, don't whistle. Because I can't. I don't know how to whistle. Get some more ice and we get started on this little mini project. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be bouncing off the walls tonight. It's a lot of Red Bull. It's the only thing that's curing my hangover. There's only one thing I've forgotten. Those are my reading glasses and the stickers for Wheelie here. And then I should have them right here. Easy access. If all of you are Transformers fans, you'll know the struggle. You gotta have sticker sheets. You gotta have some sticker sheets, folks. And I happen to have a lot of Autobot and Decepticon labels here, so you gotta have them. Gotta have them. And different types too, because some stickers work better than others. I tend to like the stickers that don't have the silver in the background. I tend to like them with the white in the background so they stand out more. Like, for example, on Studio Series Soundwave here, this looks so good on him. I know that Toy Hacks now has the upgraded sticker kit where you can fill this in to make it light blue, like in a cartoon, but I don't mind. You know, I've got War for Cybertron Laserbeak in there, which really works with him, so at least to me. Now let's see what we do with this wheelie here. So again, this is the upgraded wheelie that I got from an upgrade kit, one of two that I used with Grimlock. But I think an old school silver sticker will work the best with this wheelie because it'll stand out more, because this one you can't see at all. You see how dark that is. Well, that's a sticker that I put on there myself, but it just doesn't work because you can't really see it. And this is one of those stickers that once it's on there, you need dynamite to get it off. It's one of those like acetate stickers. And man, when it's on there, it's on there. It does not want to come off as expected. I hate it when this happens. Let me shine some light on the subject here. And the thing is, I don't want to scratch the paint. That's another thing. Oh, it came off relatively easy. But again, I'm really trying hard not to scratch this paint. There's really no adhesive on there, so it came off pretty cleanly. I'm shocked. Usually there'd be some residue, so at least I don't have to put alcohol on here. With some paints and some surfaces, you use alcohol. You may actually take the paint off of the toy, which you don't want to do. So if I'm going to choose an Autobot symbol, I think it was this one of these I used, but it's not going to be good enough. So I'm going to have to use one of these silver ones, which I think is more appropriate. I mean, they're a little miscut and off center with some of them, but what will work on Wheelie? I guess one of these little ones here. Let's see if I find one that's centered. Come on. This is actually a Takara clone or knockoff sticker sheet. But they do work, which is good. It's just getting them off of this piece of paper without damaging the sticker itself, because I don't want it to fold or bend or wrinkle in any way. And that's the challenge with this. And you have to have the tweezers. That's another thing that's important when you're dealing with Transformers, especially stickers. Oh yeah, that's going to look much better. Now, if I can only get it on there without it wanting to do a dance, because sometimes you may have it perfectly centered and then it just wants to move on its own. And I think that's pretty good. No, I got it in one. Okay. See, because now it's on a concave surface, unfortunately. There's like a little crease on it. But I'm not going to stand on particulars here. As long as I get a sticker on there. If I can get the point of this set of tweezers on there just to push it down so it kind of looks even. But I don't want to scratch it. That's doing everything I can not to slip. Because me with my gorilla hands, I think that's as close as I'm going to get. I'm not going to mess with this thing. Because I know me, if I keep playing with it, I know I'm going to ruin this thing. But that looks a lot better compared to that other sticker. Even though it's a little wonky looking, it's still better than what was on there. Let me turn these lights on so you can see. Somebody's lighting fireworks. You get that a lot down here in the South. Well, in South Carolina, it's legal. Technically, it's legal here, too, if you're on private property. You can't really do it here on this property, unfortunately. That's just the rules of the property, not of the county. But there it is, the new Autobot symbol for the upgraded wheelie, even though it's a little wonky. Come on, camera. It's still better than what was on there. So, I'm not going to complain. Well, let me see. Are these the clear backgrounds or are these the white backgrounds? I forget. No, these are the clear backgrounds, so this wouldn't work. So for now, that's what I got. That's what I'm going to use. And again, like I said, you really have to be like anal retentive and very particular to really care that much. You know what I mean? But there's Wheelie with a brand new Autobot symbol on his chest. He's just trying to get it to stay flush. That's the problem. I can always replace it. I got plenty of Autobot symbols right there. I'm not going to worry about it. But boom, there you go. A little bit of hobby madness here in this live stream, which is cool. But that's a lot better wheelie than what Grimlock came with. I still have the original up there on the top shelf, hidden. Oh, man, is that good. Oh, my God. I'm going to be up all night. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls drinking this much Red Bull. But then again, I did sleep for quite a few hours when I got home. So, but at least I'm here. I'm on the property. I'm home. Didn't have to deal with idiots at a bar or get into bar fights and arguments and political bullshit and everything else. I'd rather be here at home any day. Home is where the heart is, folks. Most people want to go out and party hardy just so that they can be seen because they want that kind of attention. I don't. I'm past that stuff now at this age. I just want, even if I stay around here, it's much better for me. I'd rather be home. Rather be here. So anyway, folks, it's 12:30. I'm probably going to wrap up this live stream, but thank you everyone for participating in this live. Yes, I'm a little bit more lively because, well, today was a great day. Today was a fantastic day. To my friend Patty, thank you for hosting me over there. But, oh my God, I'm probably going to knock down one of these bags of the Quaker. These are really good, man. Let me tell you. I mean, again, if you're not a health person like I am, the flavor may throw you off because it is a little bland, to be honest with you, but they're a lot healthier. They're low calorie, almost no sugar, none of that junk, none of that garbage. There's no fat or anything in there. So, but anyway, thank you everybody for taking the time to watch this live stream. Finally, yes, I'm back to life for a little bit. Let's see what happens. Maybe there'll be some new bullshit that happens in the future like there always is. But at least for now, the dark cloud that's been hanging over my head has dissipated. So at least I got that going for me. You know, like I said, what that woman did to me, to cheat on me with another man, it's fucking disgusting. You know, but today really helped me to get over it. Today was a day I needed, you know, and to get into a little bit of hobby talk. My guys played today, they played well. Talking with you folks, talking about some hobby talk, doing some stupid shit like this. Like, it was fun. Today was a good day. Today was a really good day, and I wanted to share that energy with all of you. So, with all that being said, folks, thank you for chiming in with this live stream and supporting the channel and all that good stuff. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to call it right here. Until next time, I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Don't forget, check out my eBay store. The link is in every description box of every video, short and live stream that I do. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Really appreciate it, folks. Today was a great, great day. Surprisingly. Imagine that. Take care, folks. I'll see you around.